I've always loved old photographs of the industrial age. Found this random photo on the internet. It's a photograph of the men working on an assembly line of some of the early automobiles made here in America, and I just thought it was a really nice photo. Hi, welcome to Warm in May. Today I want to do a one-day project. I've done one-day projects many times, but I usually have never videoed or filmed them. And those of you who do videos of your woodwork know how much extra time it takes when you have to set up the camera, do the video work, and build the project. The other thing that's going to make this a little more challenging is I'm doing a process that I've never tried before. I've watched some YouTube videos of other people doing it. It looks like really cool. And the other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to make it out of just my leftover wood from other projects that I had laying around the shop. So I didn't have to go buy any new wood. I'm using the paint that I had from leftover projects. So this project is not going to cost me anything today. Of course, it cost me when I made the other projects. But using your leftover wood is always something we try to do as woodworkers, but we never seem to get around to it. But welcome, and let's show you the process. All right, the next step is to take the piece of MDF, and we want to get 2 layers of white paint on this. And there's coat number 1, that quick and easy. This is a gray, but hope I got enough. Only need 1 coat, so hopefully I got it. Okay, there's our gray coating. And our last finish, flat black. So what I wanted to do with this is I wanted to see if I could create a canvased painting with my laser. And I've seen people that are doing this, and it turns out pretty neat. So what I did is I uploaded the photograph, and then I put it into my program, and then I had to do an inverse of the photo so it would do what I needed it to do when it started lasering through the layers of paint. So here's what it looks like when you invert the photograph, and then I put it in the machine, and I kind of just took a general setting on the laser that other people have used for this method, but they used a different machine, so I didn't really know where to go, so I just used a setting and adjusted a little bit, and it turned out awesome. So what the laser does is it cuts through the different layers of paint, and it will recreate a painting with a laser on pretty much anything that you want. I did this on MDF. But I could have done it on an actual painting canvas and got the same results. But here's the finished product, and the laser cut through different layers of the paint and recreated that photograph for me. And I think it just looks awesome. Okay, here we're making the frame on the CNC machine. I decided to do it out of MDF. And with the CNC, so I didn't have to have the glue up time of using regular boards and mitering and gluing those together. All right, we're going to throw a little paint on the frame. We're going to paint the black back side twice, then we'll flip it over and we'll do the front side probably 3 times. I got the window open, got the door open, so ventilation is pretty good, and we're barely spraying very much paint, so normally I'd wear a respirator, but I can't talk with a respirator on. So. All right, this will be the 3rd and final coat, and I forgot to mention that this is paint and primer together, so that first coat with that primer in there kind of seals off the wood real good. Here I've got some Gilder's paste wax, which is silver in color, so it gives it a metallic look. And we're just going to highlight these rivets and the edges to look like it's, you know, this is a steel, look like it's a steel frame that was riveted together, and then kind of show some wear spots. So that's the goal of what I'm going to try to accomplish here. All right, we'll play with that a little more. We'll blow that, all the excess off, and clean it up a little bit. Okay, here I put some masking tape on the frame, and then I ran the laser to engrave the Ford insignia, and it will burn away the tape and then engrave into the wood. Then you can spray paint right on there and have really clean lines. All right, looks pretty good. We're gonna have to touch up right there and right